Many professionals today are starting to use LinkedIn, which is basically a professional social media tool. If we think about what Facebook is to social media in a more casual setting, LinkedIn provides a very similar type of product, but for a professional setting. And it's an excellent way for individuals who are in the professional world to connect with one another. At its most basic level, LinkedIn is sort of like an online resume. It gives a good summary of your background, your experience, your work history, and your education. When you create a LinkedIn account, you're basically going to be asked to fill out a number of domains that essentially create an online resume. If you look to the left of the screen where the red arrow is, you can see a summary of my LinkedIn account, and it gives some information about my current work experience, some of my past work experiences, my education, the number of connections, links that I have to company websites and blogs, a number of things that would typically be on a resume but now are in an online format. You'll also be able to see if there are people who are viewing your site. And if you look to the right hand side of the screen where the yellow arrow is, you can not only see if there are people that viewed your site, but some other sites that they might have viewed as well. LinkedIn also allows you to create a professional summary, which is kind of like your chance to sell yourself, and sort of give a synopsis of what you're all about as a professional. You can see here in my summary that I talk about the idea of supporting students on their educational journey and the types of services I'm able to provide as an employee at Hack. Then it's going to also get into, if you look at the green arrow, some of your work experience, and it's going to list those in more detail. The section of your account that lists your work experiences will tell not only where you work, but the duration of time that you work there. So you'll be plugging in the dates from when you started to when you worked there, completed there, and it'll be doing the math to tell like if you worked there 2 years and 7 months or 1 year and 11 months or exactly what the case may be. It also gives you the opportunity to enter more specific data about what your role and responsibilities were in that position, and it's going to be in reverse chronological order just like on your resume. There will also be sections for your education and your skills and expertise, and you'll fill in your information regarding your education. You'll certainly want to highlight the types of trainings that you've had that will help to qualify you for positions. You can do this with official coursework, but you can also do it with coursework or training that you might have had that leads to other certifications and other capabilities that help qualify you for a position. Additionally, you should be taking the time to choose the skills and expertise that you think you have to offer. LinkedIn also gives you opportunity to put in additional information. Do you have a website? Do you have a blog? Are there certain groups and associations that you can belong to through LinkedIn? For example, you might get on a mailing list for career service professionals or a college career expert, and that's an excellent way to not only connect with other professionals in your field, but also to sort of keep up on professional occurrences and keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening in your field. If you have any special certifications or if you belong to any organizations, you can also list those on your LinkedIn account. Something else you can do on LinkedIn is to have other people endorse you for skills, and to even do little letters of recommendation that can be posted on the site. Obviously, when you have people that are endorsing you for certain skills, that's sort of adding some credibility to the fact that you possess those. If other professionals say and think enough of your abilities to do that, that means something. You can see here on my page that the majority of the people that have endorsed me for resume writing and career counseling, helping with interviews and things to that nature. And finally, one of the most important features of LinkedIn, and perhaps where its name comes from, is simply the idea of you can connect with other people, other professionals who are in your field. So maybe you go to a career fair and you meet somebody, or maybe you have an upcoming interview with someone. You can look that person up, find out more about him or her, and have a better sense of who's going to be interviewing you. Likewise, this is a great way to sort of maybe get your foot in the door, because if you can meet somebody and make a connection with them prior to going to an interview or prior to applying for a job, it might be the way that you can sort of break into the field. In the end, LinkedIn can be just another tool in your toolbox as you prepare for the job search. If there's a way that you can connect with professionals in your field, you should take advantage of that, and LinkedIn may be just the ticket.